Okay, so this is my driving Mame machine that I've got set up, that I just thought I'd do a video of just to show what I've done with it, how I've got it set up, and basically just how I've got the emulation set up on it, just to post to the project thread that I've got going. It was a virtual racing cab which wasn't working when I bought it, but I just pulled out the monitor to use in the Daytonas that I've got, so I just had a cab left over, so I thought I'd utilise it by making up a Mame machine. It's running G25 steering and pedals, with also the shifter, which I haven't got mounted yet. I've still got to get a mount made up for that, so I can set that up and use the shifter. Around the back, we've got PS3. If I want to run PS3, I can plug the USB in and the monitor up to that with the sound, and also a bit of a subwoofer and some of the speakers mounted up the top where the speakers normally would go for the arcade machine, and then there's still some of the arcade stuff left in there from having the machine going, just power supply and fan and stuff. Yes, the steering wheel. So what I did was I removed the original steering wheel, and some of the holes are still visible, and I just mounted it through the existing holes, so I didn't have to drill or wreck any of the control panel. The tape is on the bolt because when you're using the paddle shifters and turning the steering wheel, you can cut your fingers on the bolt, so I have to change the bolt over for a flat-headed one, so it's not cutting me. With the mounting of the steering wheel, I just mounted straight through the existing holes, as I said, into the timber, and then just made up a bit of a timber support bracket, and then a cross beam here just to hold the steering wheel in place with the G25 mounting hooks, and that works pretty good to keep it in place. It comes loose every now and then, but just needs to be adjusted up again, but it does a good job. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I've got an LCD monitor in place, and I'll get this put back together and get back into the emulation side in a moment. Okay, so this is I've got it back together again, and it's up and running. So this is Chase HQ, of course, and it's running through Marla front end, because I'm familiar with Marla from using it from the Mame arcade machines I've had in the past, so I'm used to configuring it, and I've got it set up to have basically full screen splash screen for each game, basically, so it makes it a bit better, I guess, presentation wise. Steering wheel G25 still, so the I've got the games set up so you can change the games with the shifter. So basically you can shift through the games. Okay, and the full screen, so Chase HQ and Cisco Heat, Daytona USA, Daytona USA 2, Power Edition, Indy 500, Lucky and Wild, which I don't have a gun for yet, but planning to add in the future, Outrun, Outrunners, Over Rev, Power Drift, Scud Race, etc., Super GT, Sega Rally. So the steering wheel's been set up with the Logitech program, so the buttons do various things depending on what program you're in. So when you're in Marla, they're set up to do one thing, but then when you launch a game, the buttons change to do whatever you've got them set up for in that game. So this button I've got set up from Marla for launching games, and then in the game itself it's generally the button I've got set up for exiting the game, and then credits going with this button, obviously gears, and if they're automatic racing games like Daytona, if you race automatic, and Sega Rally, I've got these set up to change the viewing ratio, or the aspect of the view in the game. So what we'll do is we'll just start Sega Rally. Just booting up. There's a bit of glare on the screen from the slider door that I've got nearby, so I apologise for that one. So it's not full screen yet, it's still 4:3. Okay, so to put in the credits, I've got this button set up for that. And then that's it. Force feedback is set up. Try and do a little bit of driving one-handed.
3, 2, 1, go!
See how we go.
Easy right. Easy left. Easy right. Wow. Over jump. Easy right.
And as I was saying, we've got the pedals to change the paddles to change the view, and still putting more credits, of course. And for exiting the game, we've got that button just to exit back to the emulator again, off to the front end again. And that's pretty much it. And just how I've got my game room set up for the moment. So the driving cab and the pinball machines, and just the other side for some arcade machines that I've still got some more to get in here, but they'll get in here in time as we get the garage unpacked and make space. And that's it, I guess. Catch us later.